Don't say anything.
Week 16.
You knew this was coming. Explain yourself. Should I let them know what you've done?
It wasn't my fault.
He has Tom Brady on his fantasy team, and he has Drew Brees on his fantasy team.
Brees was playing a big defense that is known for slowing the points down. And he's only thrown 12 touchdown passes going into this game all year. I thought, go with Brady and hope that, Brady can get 20 points and Brees will sit around his normal 18.
How many points did Brady get?
12.
And how many points did Drew Brees get?
I don't want to talk about it.
The people need to know.
40.
Well, let's move on. I think you've been shamed enough.
There's no moving on anymore.
All right, do you want to go through the picks?
Fuck the picks. Fuck football. Yeah, sure, let's go through the picks. What happened?
All right, Bears beat the Cowboys. Cowboys are bad.
No shit.
I
But, do you know who's not bad? Apparently.
True. Shitsky?
No. Dak Prescott.
Oh, God. Yeah, Trubisky won the game, but yeah, Dak Prescott's still somehow leading the league in passing yards. He's flinging it all over the place. They just can't put a win together.
Is it defense? Is it just they suck? Don't know. Goodbye, Jason Garrett. Next game.
I find it hard to understand why they're waiting at this point. He knows he's not going to be there next year.
They're still in playoffs. Actually, no, the Eagles won. Eagles are in and Cowboys are out right now.
No, the records are the same, and the Cowboys have a tiebreak because they beat them earlier in the year.
Oh, I thought it went the other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I could be wrong, but that division's pathetic.
Neither one should be in the playoffs.
No, neither one should be in the playoffs.
Playoffs on a losing record, folks.
But either way, playoffs or not, he's gone. Everyone knows he's gone. I don't know why they're waiting, but that's neither here nor there. Seahawks Rams. It's a sad one for us. This is why Dallas had a horrible week of football. But Rams need it. You can tell they came out and they played desperate. You got anything to say?
I got nothing. That's bad game. Couldn't do shit.
Yeah, it wasn't great. And then Giants-Eagles last night. Eli's back in.
That was I gotta say, pretty fun game to watch the ending of. Eagles trail 17-3, come back, take the lead.
Late, and there was no stopping them in overtime. Again, that's one of those teams, and they were saying it on the broadcast, they are desperate. They can't lose anymore, especially not to the 2-8 or 2-9 now New York Giants.
God. Yeah, we've got the power rankings here before we go into the weeks. The Eagles are ranked 16 and the Giants are ranked 32nd in the league. Giants are ranked as the worst team in football.
Worse than Cincinnati.
Yeah. Yeah, bottom 5, Giants, Bengals, Cardinals, Dolphins, Lions. Top 5, Ravens, 49ers, Saints, Seahawks, Chiefs.
Yeah, there's...
Patriots are 7th.
With Rivera out there now after being fired by the Panthers, a lot of these coaches that are having bad seasons probably more likely
This
to get cut
offseason
than
is
before.
going to be so exciting.
Oh,
there's going to be
there's
quarterbacks everywhere. There's going to be coaches. There's going to be Beckham's moving, Bell's moving. It's going to be great.
Yeah. No, it's...
Brown's going to be re-signed by the Dolphins.
You just won't let go.
He lives in Miami.
All right. Week 15. First game. Super hard to decide where we're going to go on this one.
It's tough.
Jets at the Ravens. Where are the Jets on their power ranking?
23rd.
Just, I don't need to ask, but where are the Ravens? So I'm going to mark us both down for the Jets.
I think that's fair.
No, I think this game shouldn't even be close, really.
Yeah, it should be great. Andrews does have a knee or leg issue, their main receiving tight end. So, again, another fantasy decision on me. Do I play him or not? But especially with the short week to recover.
I actually forgot about this. I'm glad you brought this up. Andrews did pretty good this week. He got 2.6 points for you, right?
Oh.
Now Zach Ertz was on your bench.
Because Andrews...
And he got 30. Now you lost by 80 points.
I did not have enough points in the bet. I already calced it up.
But you could have at least made it close.
Just... There's a reason I'm losing fantasy.
Oh. Okay. Bills versus Steelers. Bills are actually a surprising team this year. Steelers, despite being on like a fourth-string quarterback and having no one to run or pass the ball to.
Yeah, Bills. This is going to be a very indecisive week for both of us.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I got to hop on the Steelers. I'm way down. Like, I had a decent week last week.
Yeah.
But I need to keep that going, so I'll take the Steelers at home. They've got a shot. Not much.
Cool.
But a shot. Okay, Seahawks, Panthers.
Seahawks. Kill the Panthers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even a little bit. Just
run them over?
Please. Just get pissed off and just be like, nah, fuck it.
Is there any chance that the Panthers can do us a solid and just sit Christian McCaffrey this week?
He was ineffective in the past few weeks. Still makes a lot of points, but ineffective.
Yeah, their quarterback's finally throwing interceptions, so it's hard for him to run the ball when he's saucing it to the other team.
Yeah.
Well, all right, and then the Monday Nighter. Colts versus Saints. Can I just take a timeout and just how can you not tackle Kittle before he gets 25 yards, even when you grabbed him in the face?
Tight ends are big.
Yeah, so don't go up high.
And don't pull
You
his
take
face.
his legs out. You
You're
don't
saying
touch.
don't pull his face.
I'm saying don't pull his face, and then also 3 of you don't let him run 25 yards. I get it; he's a dominating player, but that costs him the game.
He's just back from injury too.
Like, go low. But when a third guy came in, because the second guy jumped on his back as well, which is
There's 3. Yeah.
it's perfect. Yeah. So the third guy comes in, he finally takes his legs out. Finally. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. But all that being said, I'm going to take the Saints.
Colts.
Okay. I appreciate that. Pen drop.
All right, what else we got for news going on here? Big news out of New England. They have been caught cheating again. But as Bill Belichick said in the interview, we did not record anyone. I think he just used the same script he did from the last Deflated Balls.
I've heard a lot of talk on this today, and the consensus is there's no way Bill Belichick did not know that this was going on, because he knows everything about that team.
He is the first one there in the morning. He is the last one there at night. Everything goes through Bill. Whether it's Robert Kraft's film team, you really think that they're going to have a film team without Belichick knowing?
Not at a football game.
You can't do anything in Gillette without Belichick knowing.
Yeah, so rumor has it they got about 8 minutes directly on their sideline, clear view of the coaches making their signals to players. And they said it was for a team video.
Okay, well, here's my thoughts right quick here. First of all, you're the best coach in football as it stands right now. Historically, you're one of the top. You're first ballot Hall of Famer, whether you smile or not. But you need to steal signs that way. Pretty interesting.
Do you need to steal signs over the last?
Second of all,
There we go. You keep going.
this is the biggest point of this. On the whole, do you need to steal signs? You're playing the Bengals. Of all the teams to steal signs from, you choose the Bengals?
It's so true. Maybe
You're going to be playing the Ravens and the Chiefs in the football playoffs here. Why not steal them? They may have, they may not have. But the Bengals?
let's. The Bengals is probably the only one that got caught. Let's be 100% honest.
But why do you even need them?
Well, yeah.
It's the Bengals.
This is just, it's just on and on with them. You're already, like, over the last, how far you want to go back? 10, 15 years, the most consistently dominant team.
Yeah.
Like,
You've changed your offense style, you've changed your defense style, and you're still consistently dominant. It's not from stealing signs, and it's definitely not from stealing the Bengals signs.
yeah, it's just greasy. There's no way he didn't know. But
Do they have a live relay back to him to let him know?
But what
You got
happens?
40 seconds in between each play.
But what happens? Nothing happens from this.
No, well, it's not like baseball where you've got like 3 or 4 different signs and you kind of switch it up a little bit. The whole play sheets change from week to week based on the team that you're playing.
Yeah.
And as I said, the Bengals are in the playoffs and they're going to be totally different next year.
Well, yeah, it's stupid. Who knows how much they've recorded, but yeah, whatever.
Record them or not, it's all about game plan execution. Is how you win football games.
Yeah, and you're going to beat the Bengals, even if you didn't watch any tape and you went in blind. They're the Bengals.
They're the Bengals. Moving on.
Oh, speaking of the Bengals, though, that guy finally got to move out of his, off the roof of his bar. He was literally living in a tent on the roof of his bar until the Bengals won a game.
That would have been a very cold winter in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think like it looked pretty legit. Like he had a TV and a chair, more like a vacation from his wife and kids, probably. But he's going
Smart
home.
man.
He's going home.
I'm sorry the Bengals had to win.
Yep.
Antonio Brown has apologized yet again and keeps hinting that he and Brady have had secret love for each other.
Yep. I sent you a
Do you
selfie.
want to talk about this, or?
I sent you a selfie last week that he had posted a while ago with him and Tom Brady, but just reposted it and said, "I miss you, big bro." And then he come out, made a long-winded apology to basically everyone, and said he can't wait to have another chance and show everyone that he's grown.
Do you think that this whole tape controversy came out so that when they take Antonio Brown back again, it doesn't seem like the worst thing they've done all season?
It'll still be the worst thing they've done all season. It'll just pile on. He's not coming back this year,
No.
and he's not going back to the Patriots.
No. He's going to Mike.
He'll go to the Browns when Beckham leaves.
They don't need either one. They've got Landry, and they've got a good run game. But they're getting rid of Baker No-Show anyways. I would.
If you have the chance to get Antonio Brown and you have Jarvis Landry,
Dolphins have all the cap, and they're going to be getting a brand new rookie quarterback.
he ain't going to the Dolphins.
We shall see.
Excuse me.
Well, something you brought up. Another former Seahawk doing good in the world.
Yeah, we're a little bit late on bringing it up. I think we talked about Wagner buying everyone's Thanksgiving Day groceries at the grocery store while he was there. Richard Sherman has been randomly bringing full trucks of food, not like a truck, cube vans, filling the shelves on homeless shelters and food banks. He's made several stops to high schools, I believe, and completely paid off everyone's cafeteria debt, like thousands and thousands of dollars. And
Which, when you're making that much, it's nothing, but it's still a huge, huge something to everyone.
the most important thing about all of this is he's not the one who let it out. The news finally caught wind of what he was doing, and they posted.
And
the story.
that's why we were late about knowing it too. He's been doing this. Well, he's been doing it since he was in Seattle. He's one of those guys that on the field, don't try and be with the sorry ass receiver, but off the field, nicest guy.
Yeah. So I mean, super, just awesome, great guy, great work.
And this is who you want for your team. You want an ambassador like this that is known for his plays on the field and his heart off the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great guy, stand-up guy. Changing sports. Another coach has been let go in the NHL from misconduct. Dallas Stars.
Unprofessional conduct. That's as much as we know as of right now.
But you said that there was no relation to any of the...
The general manager came out this morning, obviously, with a press conference, just stating that he had been let go for unprofessional conduct. Said that the assistant coach is now going to be the intern coach. They're taking the head coach from their AHL affiliate, and he's joining the bench. And he basically said that this had no relation to the NHL, and Bettman coming out yesterday and saying that moving forward there'll be zero tolerance and blah blah blah. He said this had nothing related to that. They just were made aware of something, and he said it was a tough decision, but he had to be let go. This is the trend. We've talked about it 2 or 3 weeks in a row. We're going to see more and more of it.
Yeah. And this is not the end.
Yeah, so moving on to the NHL itself.
They have announced that they will have a plan. And they did say that the NHL will be adopting a zero tolerance policy for any form of abuse, and also a zero tolerance policy for not reporting seeing abuse to any of your teammates.
Yeah.
Which is tough.
So, this seems like an obvious thing to me. I don't know why there would be abuse.
I don't know why there wouldn't just be zero tolerance no matter what. Then they had to make an official meeting about it. But it's being said out loud.
On a lighter side, I mean, a lot of these coaches are older guys, right? They're kicking and hitting athletes in their prime. They could literally just stand up and sock their head coach.
Yeah.
Sean Avery's done worse things. If he was kicked in the ass, you'd think he would have at least got up and waved a stick at him.
Yeah! That's why I said we can't take this one too seriously.
Coach the game.
But yeah.
Coach the game.
Anyway.
Coach the game. Are you coaching? Can you coach it? Fucking Avery. Oh, man. I hope he didn't get kicked, but still. Seriously.
Oh. Speaking of new coaches, Flames are 5-0 with a new coach. 5-0.
Yeah, points in 7 straight games. 6-0-1.
Third in the division.
We're 2 points out of first. I think they said if we win tonight. You know what? Last year I feel like we skated through the year without any real adversity. So,
Except for the top line not scoring for the last 2 months.
Yeah, but by the last 2 months, it was
We already had first.
right. Like we still finished first in the West, so
Yeah.
I think it's good to struggle. Prime example, St. Louis Blues. They were last place last year at this time.
Everyone kept saying the Flames are doing shit. They're not going to make the playoffs. Last place, New Year's Eve.
And what happened? Did they? I forget. What happened?
They held something up at the end. I forget. It was silver. It was.
I'm
not sure.
This is what happens when you have to fight throughout the year to get in. And the Flames seen it firsthand. Colorado had to crawl, scratch their way into the playoffs.
It's not about how you get there. It's what you do once you're there.
Yeah.
And hopefully the Flames do better.
Yeah, well, let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Well, big Saturday night coming up.
UFC 245. 3 title fights.
Ooh.
Huge main card.
Oh, it's great.
Prelims are actually pretty solid.
It's going to be sick. And your pals here at the Drunken Canadian Podcast will be watching live
And drunk.
and tweeting drunk.
And then deleting those tweets the next morning
Once
and
we
replacing them with properly spelled tweets. Oh, do you know what you should get? Grammarly.
Nope.
Just let it go.
Just
let it go.
Well, we have all 5 of the top fights here. We're going to do something we've never done before, and we're going to try and put our guesses in to where it's going to go.
I like this.
This could be fun.
We haven't talked a lot of UFC on this podcast, but we are giant UFC fans.
We watch a lot of it. We watch fight nights. We watch the main event cards. I talked about Connor a bit there, but yeah, no, we are.
I do not miss
100%
many
fans.
fights. I do not miss many fights. So,
Yeah.
especially one this big, we got to talk about it.
100%.
Where do you want to start? Top or bottom?
Well, I'm going to just start right here with Nunes and Jermaine Duradamane. That's butchered as hell, but
I gotta look at it. Yeah, it's not.
Jermaine Duradamane.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I mean, there's been worse pronunciations, I'm sure, but Nunes is the most.
Nunes is Nunes.
She's the most dominant female fighter ever. It's not even close.
No.
And
I don't know much about this other fighter.
I don't think anyone beats it. I don't care who it is. If you can knock out Cyborg,
I would put smart money on Nunes to win this fight.
yeah, that's the way I'm leaning to. I think
Yeah.
she's just her boxing's too good. She's too strong.
Just a dominant force, and I'm not saying she's getting old, but she is getting near the end of it too.
Oh,
We're not there yet.
She'll clear it out. There'll be no one left.
And
Here's the
then
thing.
she'll go up a weight class
She's-
again.
She's at the point where she's being talked about as like pound for pound great, generally.
The best fighter in UFC history.
Like she's there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Her and John Jones. He's a pretty solid guy when he's not juiced up.
or on coke. Stay away from pregnant women driving. We can keep going, but we won't.
We're gonna stop.
Yeah. So
Johnny Hardbones Jones.
we're
Flashback.
yeah, we're both we're taking Nunes.
Yeah. Jan Faber. What are you thinking?
I don't know. Ryan Faber was retired. I'm not sure why he came back. I guess it's hard to get rid of that itch once you got it.
It takes a special kind of person to do this mentally. Every 4 months, train for a certain fighter, fight, and just be fight. All that in your head, and then just stop. It's very, very tough on the body, and it's got psychological issues that it can bring.
I'll take Uriah Faber just because it'd be nice to see him win.
I will take the young one.
It'd be terrible to see him get knocked out at this point. I hate, like, BJ Penn was tough to watch his last couple of fights. It was embarrassing that they let him fight. Whatever random promotion let Tito Ortiz fight Chuck Liddell. What are you thinking? Like, that's a joke. These guys, like, they're a different breed of human being to get in there when they're young. That's not going to leave them when they're old.
No.
So
if you offer them the money, they'll take it because they get all hyped about it. But
yes.
they shouldn't.
So don't offer him the money. Uriah Faber's still a sharp guy. He still seems like he's in good shape. I mean, he comes back. I think it'll be a good fight. But
the odds are completely against him online.
Go figure.
All right. Max Holloway and Alexander Volkanovski.
This is for the 135-pound title? Or 145-pound title? Max Holloway.
Max Holloway?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because he's unreal. He lost to Dustin Poirier in his last fight, I think, in a decision. I can't remember. We are big UFC fans, but we don't look like it right now. But
it's really hard to remember a lot of who fought who when there's so many events throughout the year.
The last time before that Max Holloway lost the fight is when he fought Conor McGregor, when they were both coming up.
They were tripping at each other recently, weren't they?
Yeah, and so they should, because that'd be a big rematch. That was the last time he fought. He lost to Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier was on a magical run, changing weight classes to go on. I mean, Khabib is the Dream Crusher is what his name should be. I don't know why he's called the Eagle. But, yeah, I'm going Holloway.
Cool. I'm going to go with you on that.
Okay.
We've got Usman versus Covington.
These guys hate each other. And to be fair, everyone hates Covington. Everyone. He walks around with a belt, even before he had an intern belt. And he wears a Make America Great Again hat. Wow. But the shitty thing for all those haters is when he gets in the ring, he is a animal. He set a strikes thrown and landed record against Robbie Lawler, who again is kind of on the back 40 of his career, but still.
There is no back 40 in UFC. It's
yeah,
first 10 and last 5.
Fair enough, but he put it on him. He doesn't stop. Usman, again, a freak of nature. When they stand beside each other, they don't even look like they're the same weight class. Like, Usman is huge. And he took it to Tyron Woodley. This is a tough one.
So what are we thinking here, boss?
My head tells me Covington in a decision.
In a decision? 5-round decision?
Yes, which could be stupid. But my gut tells me that Usman knocks him out somewhere before that happens.
So what are you placing? It's a thinker. You know, it's tough. If anyone has any other predictions that are against us, please comment and let us know. And
tweet at us, DM us. I'm gonna go Usman. No, Covington decision. I can't. That's what I'm going with.
Covington via decision.
I think Usman's his cardio is just as good. I just think Covington's just no one can match that pace. I don't think. What do you feel about it?
Anyone that walks around with a badass attitude and can hold up is someone that you got to watch out for. Not only can you talk trash, but you can back up your shit. Conor talks trash and he used to back up his shit. Now he doesn't look as tough. When you can still walk around and back it the fuck up.
Make America great again. Make sure everyone hates you. Want the booze, and then walk in there and just light people up.
The odds are the opposite direction, but I gotta go the same way. You gotta go with a guy that can deliver when no one wants him to deliver.
Yeah, it's a great card.
And the fifth fight, because if that wasn't good enough already, Mr. Aldo versus Marlon Morales.
He's cut down to 135, Aldo. Connor actually stood up for him on Instagram or Twitter this week.
Connor is insane. Punch me shots to the head. But he also said
crazy.
Happy Thanksgiving to Cowboy Cerrone.
Cerrone?
Yeah.
Oh, there. Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be good.
I think when it gets to the point where you need to change weight classes because you've lost so many fights in a row.
100%.
I don't think it's because you're too big or small for that weight class anymore. I think you're beyond that point.
So you think Marlon's got it?
I think he's old as well, but I'm gonna say I'll even say he knocks him out.
I'm going to go with an Aldo win here. I think a refreshing change of scenery, weight class, the body responds differently, different diet, different exercise regime. I think he's got a chance to maybe make a fight out of it, especially going down and not going up. It's totally different going one way or the other.
What? I gotta do some research here because I'm worried.
That we're quoting this wrong?
No. I'm never gonna remember his name. How do you spell Morales?
Moraes. Marlon Moraes.
I feel like
Talk this out loud, or we can't have a quiet.
I know. I'm sorry. I feel like it's not giving me the right one. Was he not the guy that just went toe to toe with the? Oh my God. I don't have it. I feel like he's a knockout artist. I think he just had a
Marlon?
war with a guy that I can't remember his fucking name, which is really killing me.
Just search the division up and see if you're right.
Yeah, he got knocked out by TJ Dillashaw twice.
That's a tough one.
And then he just stepped in here and UFC 135.
135? That's a long time ago.
No. The 135 rankings.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's Marlon Moraes, he's second in the division, like in the rankings. He's number one. Henry Cejudo's the champion, then they have him number one. So he just lost to Henry Cejudo. That's I really Pedro Munoz was what I'm thinking about.
Oh,
and it was Cody Garbrandt because my brain's garbage with names. That seems like good luck.
As I said, your body responds differently from trying to weight up or weight gain. It responds differently to changing your workout because you gotta have to if you gotta cut weight or gain weight, and same with your diet. I think refreshing is going down because you're not trying to build and you're already a smaller dude. When it's in that type of weight range, it's not as hard. It's still tough as hell,
Takes time.
but
Takes discipline.
they're smaller guys, and I think he'll respond really well. And I think he'll come out, and whether it's a decision or not, I think Aldo might win this one.
It's got to be quick because I don't think his cardio will be there. I don't. Maybe you go down, you gain cardio, but the two times that Max Holloway beat him, second round, third round, gassed, knocked out. I can't remember.
This isn't a title fight,
there,
though.
but no, it's not.
So it's only a 3-round fight.
Yeah, but he couldn't even make it that far. We'll see.
We'll see.
It's nice to pick different, so then we can talk shit to each other next week.
It'll be great. Speaking of next week, I think that's all for this week.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Let's end it.
Have a good one.
See ya.